Right, so welcome back. We got something slightly different. Everyone is after the Nifc Shield video. Basically, this means that there's going to be designs like this that you need to keep an eye out for that you probably wouldn't have expected. Yeah, everyone was after it. It's definitely a good video to know about all the information, because these are actually, you can actually find these. I found two, and I'll go over that shortly. But they are out there. As hard as it is, they are out there. So first of all, skulls. I appreciate it. I'm wearing the jumper. Basically, if you guys don't know, my brothers have autism, and he runs a clothing company, donates some of the profits to the charities, mental health, autism, you name it. But that's just basically, I'm not sponsored or anything. I just thought I'd give them a little shout out because these are very comfortable. Anyway, Nifc Shields. So if you guys don't know, there are these 50p's. So the basic design out there that are actually worth quite a lot of money. So everything I'm going to give you, all the mintages I'm going to give you, are basically all the BU packs that are sold that year contain these shields in. So first of all, the only way you can get these are by people buying these sets and weirdly opening them and then spending them. So it doesn't really make sense to me, but that's what people have done, and that's how you will get these, from people opening up these sets and spending them. So you're either going to find bunks, proofs, silver proofs. Yeah, it'll be slightly weird if you found a silver proof, but let's get into this. That's a reminder, these weren't minted for circulation. These were minted for BU sets only. I haven't got anything to show you here with like a BU set, but that's just people opening them and then spending them. So the first year you've got is 2009. So this one is probably worth the most because it was the year the Kew Gardens was, and the Kew Gardens puts price on everything, doesn't it? But there was 108,816 of these sets made, and then so that's how many of these coins are out there. And then obviously no one knows how many was spent or how many ever went in circulation. But they range from about 35 if you find it like in a circulated condition, and then obviously 50 quid if you find it in a bunk condition. And yet again, it's the same design, just a casual, normal shield design on a 50p coin. Next up, you've got 2010, and weirdly enough, this is one of the smaller vintages. It just keeps going down and down and down. But 67,167 were made of them, and that ranges from about £20 found in circulated condition up to 50 quid in a bunk condition. Just a reminder, all the coins you're going to be finding are bunk, so they're going to be in decent condition if they haven't been in circulation long. Next up, you got 2011. So when the Olympics were made, the shields, so either if you find a 2011 coin in circulation, it's going to be a shield or Olympic, so that's pretty good. Olympics, are worth a couple of quid each minimum. And the 2011 shield, there was 57,467 of them. £35-ish in a circulated condition, and about 50-ish in a bunk condition. Then you got 2016. So 2016 is 39,502 of these sets were made. 40-ish in a circulated condition, around 70 in a bunk condition. And then the one I've got here, I have found a 2018 one. I'm not too sure when I found it, maybe about a month ago. 2018 shield. So there's 29,909 made of these sets, and £30 about circulated, and about 45-ish in a bunk condition. So we actually do have one in front of us. Like I said, I found it about a month ago. I don't really check the shields too often. I should, because I look for maybe about £5,000 worth of 50p's a week. So I'm down to find probably a lot more. The last one I found, I think, was 2010, and that was probably about 2 or 3 years ago. And that was a long time ago. So I've only ever found two, and to be honest, I wouldn't have found the 2010 one unless it wasn't head side up, because when I was looking for a change, it was like this. And obviously 2010 is girl guides or a shield, and it was a shield. So if it was tails first, I wouldn't have pulled it out. But yeah, just a reminder, all the mintages or numbers I gave you were sets only. How many sets were sold by the Royal Mint, I believe it was, or how many were produced, and not circulated, because none of these coins went in circulation. The only way you can get these is if people rip the sets open and spend them at a shop or wherever, and you come across them in your chain. So whenever you're out and about, because most people are going to see this shield design and think, nah, I don't want it because, you know, it's just a normal shield, pointless. But there is a few dates to look for. Like I mentioned, I will list them in the comments, and there'll be like annotations on the screen. But there is several dates to look for. You also have the lowest minted shield, which actually went in circulation, which is 2017. It's only worth like £1 to £2, but that's the lowest minted shield to look for. You do come across a lot of them. They are very popular, but these NIFCs, they are very, very, very hard to get. You know, no one really spends these often. I know there's a few people who have found these, you know, all the other coin tubers. There's other coins to look for with the NIFC variants. You know, you got the, you know, you can count the strike drones, you can count the bunk coins, you can count all that sort of stuff as an NIFC because none of them went in circulation. So there's no point doing a video on that lot. I am planning to do other videos with like error £2 coins to look for, because off the top of my head there is like 3 or 4. But yeah, this field was strictly on shields. This video was strictly on shields. I've done one before, but not with the what's it called, the numbers of the sets that were sold and all the values. I don't think I've done, but these really do go for money. You can look them up on eBay. Plenty sell every single day. Mostly it's people selling them in bunk condition, so ripped from the packs. That's why the 2009 set is quite expensive, because you've got the Q Gardens and you've got the shield. So both them together is like, you know, £250 plus, because a bunk Q Gardens goes for like over 200 quid on its own. But yeah, that was the video. Just a reminder, just a standard shield. As you can see, it's 2018, and I found this when doing a 50p coin hunt, because I was checking the shields after I looked through all them, and we came across this one. Not thinking I'd ever find one, but yeah, make sure whenever you come across these shields, just have a quick look at the date. It will pay off someday. If there's millions of you looking at this, you will come across one of these shields for definite. So yeah, that was pretty much today's video. There's not much more I can cover. I've covered, you know, how you can come across these coins. People were spending them. They weren't minted, so there's no official mintage figures. It's just how many sets were sold. The values, the dates, 2009, 10, 11, 2016 and 2018. 2020 we all thought was going to be an NIFC, but it wasn't. Shame. So 2021 could be. I'm not promising anything. We'll come back to this video in a couple years and we will see when they release the mintage figures, were there only 2020s, so 2021, sorry. So that could be the potential next NIFC. Everyone thought it was 2020, but it's not. So 2021 is potentially the next one to look out for. And so that's 5. There's 5 NIFCs so far. But I just want to give a shout out to Check Your Change, because that's where I got your figures from. So Lee, I appreciate it, and everyone else, I appreciate you watching. Coin hunts for the rest of the week probably, and I think I'm going to make some of these error £2 coins or other informational videos that hopefully will benefit you in some way. But I appreciate you all watching. Make sure you leave us a like and subscribe to the channel. We're absolutely killing it. So I appreciate it massively.